Let's do an exercise on the wall that is amazing for hands, wrists, elbow, shoulder, everything, the whole upper body. It's amazing. So, of course, this is an exercise that's been given, through physiotherapy and fitness, and so it's often been taught, to open up the pecs, right? You take your arm. So look what's happening to my shoulder. Because I'm not consciously trying to align and I don't know any better, let's say, and I'm just putting my arm there and I'm turning. And this is already tight, so I'm already pulled like this. So you've got this anteriorized, misaligned head of the arm bone that's very dangerous. Anyway, so we're gonna do it a different way, a more optimal way, I believe. So we're going to have the hand, instead of doing this and then just turning against it, we're going to have the hand like this and I'm going to turn my body. And I want to show you two important things first. So when you do it, you want to make sure the hand is not behind you, because when the hand is behind you, if you show you from the side, as soon as my hand goes behind me, the seesaw makes this go forward. So if I bring my hand forward, this can actually go back. So you want your hand to be in front of you so that this can go back, not the hand behind you, which makes this go forward. And you want the hand to be slightly at shoulder level or slightly above. So slightly above and slightly in front. But I'm just going to reposition myself to show you the second important point, but then I'm going to come back to this position after. So what we want to do once we're in it is we want to make sure that we go up and back. So I really want you to see how this happens. We go up and back and really exaggerate that action as we go through the exercise. But even before so I was actually taught to just put the hand up, side body long, shoulder back, and go into it. But what I discovered when I do that is it's so intense. You'll find it's quite an intense pose. It literally feels like somebody's putting knives down my arm. And so I thought, why is that so painful? So then I thought, well, why don't I try to add a few more cues to the shoulder loop and see if it makes a difference. So instead of just doing hand up, side body long, shoulder back, and then turning and keeping the four corners of the hand and all of that, which, like I said, feels like knives running down my arms. If you do side body long, head of the arm bones back, external rotation of the upper arm, internal rotation of the lower arm, and then go, the knives go away. It's still intense, but instead of being like a 12 out of 10, like crazy intense, it brings it like to a 6 out of 10, a bearable intense. So I've added those extra things before we put the hand on the wall. So let's just go through it again. So we get our foundation all set, our feet are parallel, we hug in with the shins, thighs go back, tailbone, puff the kidneys, all of that. External rotation of the upper arms, internal rotation of the lower arms, hand is slightly above the shoulder and in front. And then we do what I showed you before. We really re-exaggerate up and back, 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 back. And then I start to turn. So I'm not letting this pop forward. I keep it really exaggerated back, and then I ground evenly into the four corners of the palm. Breathe in, breathe into the kidneys, lengthen the side body, reestablish everything, and then turn. And I'm stretching from the heart and turning back. Oh my goodness. And I feel it down the arms, but it's bearable. And then I breathe in, reestablish, and then turn the torso out, away from the wall. And oh my God, it feels so good. It's like an intense good. And then your whole limb from this whole area, it's also good for thoracic outlet. It's one of those exercises that puts a really nice realignment and a real nice open stretch. Your whole limb feels different. Like it feels like it's hanging nicely and it's breathing and fully open. This one feels all kind of constricted and tight and bound up. So try that, it's really amazing. And in another video clip, I show you how to assist this pose with the hands, but it's the exact same thing as we just did, but I'm just showing you in the other clip how to, give a hands-on support for your client in this pose. Okay, so this exercise I showed you in the therapeutic exercises previously, but now I'm going to show you how to hands-on help somebody do this pose. So you want to get them close to the wall, and we'll go through the same thing. Have the toes up, lift lift the arches. And so, you know, you go through all the cues for Tadasana like we already have been doing. And now, if you just put your hand up without optimizing the shoulder, it's going to feel very different. So we inhale, lengthen the side body, take the head of the arm bones back, externally rotate the upper arms, and then internally rotate the lower arms. And then, now I'm going to hold this for her. I'm going to hold that external rotation and internal rotation, and then we bring the hand up, a little in front of the shoulder and a little above the shoulder. So I'm holding this. Now that I've got her on the wall and her arm is nicely placed, I'm going to switch. I'm going to show you from the other side as well, and I'm going to hook her shoulder blade and draw that back. And then you're going to start to turn your body and twist away as I hold this for you. Yeah. And then take a deep breath in. And then as you exhale, push into the four corners of the hand and turn the heart away. Very nice. So this is opening all of this up and engaging all in the back, and it's working all the way into the hand. So all the fascia, the entire chain is being affected and transformed. So we'll just switch and show you the other quickly so you can see what I did with my hand. So once I got the hand established, so again, your thumb is in that deltoid curve. So then after I did this hand, then I came and I did the same thing with this hand. So I got the belly of the muscle in the center of my palm. I get right into that tricep and then wrap and externally rotate. And then, so here's our shoulder blade. So I hook my thumb. Again, I'm not pokey. I get the whole palm and I'm drawing it back, and then you're going to turn left. So I'm helping to keep this externally rotated and keep the shoulder blade drawing towards the spine. So she feels really securely placed, and this will allow for the freedom for her to move into the pose more optimally.